Alright, what you see here is the Hunter Passport 2 ceiling fan in my kitchen. It's from the second quarter of 1999, it's 52 inches, and I have it with the walnut weights facing down, as I feel like it just looks a lot better in this place with the walnut blades. The outside will look good, but I just feel like it makes the fan look more unique. A lot of people have complimented the finish of the walnut blades, saying that it looks different. And let me move this blade over. Here's the Hunter logo right over there. I'm just doing it from the other. I like to show the logo of a fan when I test it. Like show it in front on the front side of where I'm testing it. Like if I was testing it, I'd rather have it be over here, but there's better lighting over here. The sunlight's not really taking away the appearance of the blade finish. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it over here. This light kit I'm actually gonna be switching out soon for another one. When it's actually in bright brass, so look forward to that. Although the finish on it is not too noticeable, but it is somewhat noticeable. And Richard Moss is sending me another one. It will actually be in bright brass. And it'll actually have those little indents that are in the light kit, and I actually prefer those more than this one. This is the only light that I have I can put on it for now. That's why I put this on it. But yeah, we'll do an update video of it when I put the new light kit on it. It's really the same thing, but it will match the finish more. It's actually bright brass, and this is polished brass. Same thing. Some people feel like it's the same thing, but there is a difference. Bright brass is it's just brighter. It's more like a chrome brass finish, and polished brass is just more like it's a brass that's polished, obviously. So yeah. Here's the fan pull, the light chain. I do have it on a medallion because when we took down the whole entire inside of where the motor housing was, there was no ceiling. It was just a wooden box there. There was a box holded by like a wooden 2x4, and that's all it was. So I had to put a medallion here either way. So it does make it wobble a bit. But yeah. Show off the light. I absolutely love this fan with the light on. It makes the brass and walnut blades. It just makes the brass look really nice with the walnut blades. And fan collector John Reed, aka Rock'n'Reed97, just did a video on YouTube of a bright brass Hunter Passport 2 from his is from 1995. His is ordered in mine. It's the same. It came out the same time around that the white one I have was made. But yeah, he did that video in honor of mine. So I figured I'd mention it in my video that he did that. So thanks a lot, John Reed. He's also a very good friend of mine. I will put a video link of his in the description below, just for him doing it, making that video in honor of the one I have. So yeah, that was just very kind of him. So let me go ahead and shut off the light and start the fan off on low. Also, I have the same pull chains that the low profile has. The white one does hang down a bit lower, much lower than the fan pull chain, because the fan pull chain's on the switch other than the white ones on the light kit. Well, I don't really mind it. It's easy for my mom to know which one is which. I just tell that one's lower, but like with the petite, it's kind of hard for her to tell which one is which because they're both the same height. She actually forgets sometimes that the lower pull chains for the white, so yeah. This fan I don't use too much compared to the low profile because or the Infinity, I'm not in this room all the time, the kitchen. But sometimes when it's really hot out like it is today, I'll have both of them running just so it cools down both rooms. I was thinking about putting when I first moved in here, I was thinking about putting the white low profile that I got from Mark Wilson, the 42-inch one, and the white Passport 2 over there. But I mean, it would match up pretty well with the walls, the brownish and light brown and the white. But the furniture in the living room's not. We don't have anything that would match with it. It's all black furniture, it's darker stuff, so that's why it didn't happen. I think it would look better, but I prefer to have something brass in the front. My mom just didn't want any white fans in the front area either, so you got a reason. And it seems quiet here because I actually took out the bird. I put him in the closet for time out. He's still making too much noise in the videos. And especially because this is the exact room that he's in. So I took him out of the cage for a little bit so he calms down. And also, Even though this one is from 1999, like the year, this is like the last year they made them. John Reed has one of antique brass from 1999 that actually had an Air Max motor. This one, however, does not have an Air Max motor. This one just has the regular Hunter spinner motor, but which is still pretty effective either way in air movement. But yeah, this hit something with the later Passport 2s, like this one, the blade tips are not as pointy; they're a bit more smoothed out on the edge, and the vents on the bottom part of the motor housing is are more wide, and the white one has more thinner. The one that's from 1995 has more thinner vents on it. But yeah, I usually use fan on low or medium, just to have it on at least to move some air over here to help out the low profile. But yeah, this fan I use on high mostly when it's hot out, just to help out the other one. So yeah. Also, my mom will be using this fan a lot more often once she starts cooking. She hasn't started cooking too much here, but like she usually will open up the back door to get the smell out of the house, so she could open up that one there and put this fan on high and just help get the air out. So that's the other reason why I put this here. Now, originally at the old house, I wasn't going to put this in the kitchen for medium. I was going to put the antique brass Westinghouse Petite, since the kitchen was a lot smaller than this one. Well, this one's it's kind of the same size, but where it was too close to the cabinets. My mom made me coffee, I forgot about that. Oops, sorry. I think I had to get some coffee before I go to work, I might fall asleep in there. Yeah, it is moving a good amount of air. Now I do miss having the white one installed, but just having one in bright brass does make up for it. I just like the generic look that it has with the filigree side vents. I think this fan's definitely not going to be replaced with anything else because it was a pain to put up because of the medallion. So yeah, and also the screws. Actually, there's only one screw holding the this one is the hands-free one, so there's like a hook that holds one part of the canopy and the other one that's held in by a screw. The side that has a hook can have a screw as well, but it wouldn't fit because of the medallion. But the coach maker on the other said that it will be fine. It's not gonna fall down. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it up there. It was too much of a hassle to put up, anyways. So yeah, it's not gonna fall down. If it would have, like the hooks are holding it in place. So if it was the other one that didn't have a screw in, it would fall. Wouldn't be as it is right now. But the other one's being held in by the two hooks on the other side of the mounting bracket. So yeah. And also I forgot to mention this fan I actually got from John Pernock. I got it from him new in box. It's in great condition too. Sometimes you find new in-box fans that have been opened up and they're in bad shape. That have been opened up actually, like not sealed up. I think it was sealed up when he got it. I'm not sure. I know he did hang it in his basement, like where he tests his fans. But I don't know how much he used it down there. I don't know if he tested it. I know he didn't do a video of it, but yeah, I'll give him a little shout out in the description below as well, just for him actually selling me this fan. So definitely, I feel like out of all the kitchen fans I'd have installed, I'd have this one because this has a nice vintage local fit 5-blade fan with filigree side vents of a schoolhouse globe. It's just really something that's very vintage looking in my opinion. That's something I really like. I like vintage fans, but I also like some that are vintage but not too, that look a little bit on the modern side as well, like the low profile and the Infinity. Change, this one's actually newer than the two I just mentioned. The other two being from 1995, this one's 1999. Alright, I'm going to shut off the light and move the fan up too high. Trying to be quick, I actually had to go to work soon. Yeah. It does wobble a bit, but not too bad. It's mostly the globe that's actually making a noise, not the fan. Well, it's also the fan wobbling, but because of the medallion, it's making it's kind of like rubbing against the medallion while it's wobbling. So yeah, it is secure though. The guy that helped me install it made sure that it was secure. It's bouncing back. The medallion's making that extra sound, which is the other reason why I don't use it on high all that much. Sometimes it will make noise, sometimes it doesn't. Right now it is. If it didn't have the medallion, I know for a fact it wouldn't make that noise. But yeah, it is blowing out a ton of air. It is moving a great amount of air. Yeah, just to show you guys how cool. If I was put on down, it would be like down to here, and that'd be too close to the fridge. Oh, it's a globe. That's a bit. The light kit I think might be a tiny bit loose. I haven't tightened it yet. But the light kit itself, not the globe. So I probably need to put some washers so it holds in place a little bit better, because it has loosened up a little bit that I had to tighten it again. I think it just needs to be tightened. Yeah, if it's a plastic medallion. If it was like a plastic one, it shouldn't be making too much noise. The plastic ones seem to make more noise from what I noticed. Especially if it was on a download, I don't think it would make that much noise. Especially if I just had no medallion at all, it wouldn't be making too much noise like it is right now. I hear like the sound of the plastic of the medallion. Like it's like the same sound it would make it when we had to like hold it up. When me and the other guy was holding it up, show him install it. Yeah, we did make sure that the fan was tight, like secured, but the mounting bracket's very secure. That's one of the ways it's also out of whack a little bit. I don't know why, but that's the other reason why it's kind of wobbling a bit. Yeah, it's definitely the medallion that's making the noise. So it's not, the fan's not loose. It really isn't. It's just the medallion it's like the motor. The canopy's not like secured to the ceiling. It's secure. The medallion's in the way, so that's why it's kind of like a little gap in between it. So it makes that sound. So with the light. I was thinking about putting a those globes that have a floral design on it. Yeah, floral. I'm not sure if I want to do it here in this newer looking place, but it could happen in the future. I'd have to see if my mom thinks. It just depends. I don't want it because the fan it doesn't look dated here. It looks fine, but I don't want. But my mom wants, since this kitchen's like more updated, I don't want to put a fan that makes it look. I don't want it to look more out of date than it already is. I mean, it looks fine here. It doesn't look too dated, but it has like a granite countertop, like a fake granite and stuff like that. Well, I don't even know what it's called, but something like that. I just rather not have it look too out of. Schoolhouse globe looks fine, but if I put a floral globe, I think it would look a bit dated on it in this room. If it was like in the dining room, if I was even able to put a fan in, that would be a different story. Alright, I'm going to shut off the light fan and do a spin down. Yeah, it's really a nice fan. I actually wish I could have it just with the switch cap, but I think it looks good like that. Now, one of these days, I probably will switch the light on this fan and the light on the low profile, and like just like swap and put the spotlight on this fan and put the Schoolhouse globe on the low profile just to see how they look. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe like in the fall, something like that. But I've always wanted to see this Passport 2 in bright brass with the bright brass spotlight kit. I think that would look pretty nice. Normal foil I'm not too big with on having Schoolhouse Glow, but I don't mind doing it for a little bit. Be nice if they both have Schoolhouse spotlight kits, but I already have, that'd be three fans of spotlight kits. This one, the low profile, and the Infinities. I feel like that'd be a bit too much. Just like to have them balanced out. Two light fitters like this, and this one has a light fitter that can have a globe, and so does the petite, and two fans as spotlight kits. So I feel like it's balanced out enough. Now, despite this fan being new in box, the spin down is actually pretty long, so I'm thinking John Pernock used this enough. I don't know if he ran it for 24 hours so the bearings will break in, but I feel like the bearings are definitely broken in on this fan already. It doesn't stop. It actually had the longest spin down in the low profile. But the bearings on that one's low profile I think might be a bit stiff, so I might need to oil it. But it's running fine for now. Has the longest spin down in the white Passport 2, I know that. So the bearings in this one might be a little bit better actually. Well, it's brand new. Well, the bearings are basically in brand new shape. They haven't really been used, so that might be the other reason why it's... Actually, it might be the same as that spin down, but it's longer than the low profile. So yeah, it's come to a complete stop, and that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.